Have you ever heard about the ICELT? Cambridge Assessment has provided tons of teaching courses and certificates, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about them. But first, make sure you are subscribed to this channel to get more and more information about these courses and how to improve in your teaching career path. Let's go! Hello exam seekers, I'm Patty and today I'm talking about the ICELT. When I started my pathway to teaching, I didn't know anything about these teaching certificates and courses provided by Cambridge. I knew that there was a way. When I started teaching at the school I was once a student, my peers told me that our boss used to send them to England to take on courses and watch some workshops. I thought that that was the only possibility to become a better teacher. Eventually, I found out about the TKTs, the CELTA Course, and other courses and workshops out there. I eventually came across the ICELT. What is the ICELT? Well, in this video, I'm explaining what the ICELT is, or more precisely was, what happened to the certification, and about other courses that were discontinued by Cambridge Assessment. So, what is the ICELT? First, you need to know that, like the CELTA, it was a course provided by Cambridge. That is, you would study for a couple of months or weeks, deliver assignments and lessons, and get a certificate stating that you completed the ICELT course with a pass with merit, or a pass with distinction. The acronym ICELT stands for In-Service Certificate in English Language Teaching, which meant that it was a certificate you would receive for taking on this course, assessing your English language teaching in your real job. As I mentioned, like the CELTA course, the ICELT was a course, but there were a couple of differences there. As you probably know, the CELTA is not only a course, but it teaches you how to teach your students in a better way. So you may say that the CELTA is also a type of methodology. If you haven't heard about the CELTA course, make sure you watch my previous videos about the CELTA course and everything. Alright? Both the CELTA and the ICELT are considered practical courses because you put the learning into practice with real students. However, for the CELTA, you learn how to teach students. As for the ICELT, it would support you to reflect on your teaching and apply it in the classroom. This course would extend your knowledge of teaching methodologies and develop your understanding of the principles underlying language learning and teaching. For me, the ICELT was just as I mentioned before. It broadened my horizons related to my teaching knowledge. I started seeing teaching speaking, listening, reading, and writing differently, especially because we would learn specificities about these skills and how actually to teach students properly. So, with the CELTA, you learn how to teach better and you put it into practice teaching CELTA volunteer students, and applied with the ICELT by reflecting on this teaching and teaching your own regular students. Well, if the CELTA was that good, why do I keep using the past tense to talk about it? Well, in 2019, Cambridge posted the following message on their website. Following a review of the teaching qualifications we provide, ICELT In-Service Certificate in English Language Teaching will be discontinued from July 2020. This means that the last ICELT courses will begin before April 30, 2019. Contact your ICELT Center for further details and courses available. Depending on the skills you are looking to develop, we recommend the following teaching qualifications and courses as suitable alternatives: CELTA, CELT-P, CELT-S, Delta, TKT, or Language for Teaching. That means that Cambridge realized that the ICELT was not a very interesting course to continue supporting, and they decided to end it. It was actually not really known, and there was not much publicity on it. People always heard about the CELTA course, but the ICELT wasn't really that recognized. So what happened with my certificate? This is a question that people who took the ICELT must be questioning now. If you already have an ICELT, you shouldn't really worry. What happens is that they stopped offering the course, and people who already have a certificate will keep theirs, and it is still valid, and it is still considered by many institutions. Although Cambridge assessment doesn't really mention anything about it. Cambridge just won't offer it anymore or publicize it. This is actually not the first certificate or course discontinued, and will not be the last. Unfortunately, there are plenty of discontinued courses and certificates, as the Cambridge English Financial ICFE discontinued in December 2016, Cambridge English Legal ILAC discontinued in December 2016 as well. Certificate in ESOL Skills for Life, UK only, discontinued in June 2017. CELS, Certificate in English Language Skills, Modular Qualifications for English Language Learners. The DTE ELLS details, Diploma in Teaching English, ESOL, in the Lifelong Learning Sector, and details, Additional Diploma in Teaching English, ESOL, in the Lifelong Learning Sector. These qualifications for English language teachers in the UK were discontinued in September 2012. CELTA is a recommended alternative for those wanting an English teaching qualification for teaching in the UK, alright? The IDLTM, International Diploma in Language Teaching Management, discontinued in June 2016. The PTLLS, Preparing to Teach in the Lifelong Learning Sector, discontinued in November 2012. The Young Learners YL Extension to the CELTA, discontinued in December 2016. And the TKT Call and TKT Practical, discontinued in December 2016. Also, the CELT-P and CELT-S were discontinued recently. I believe I made a video about it. Check it out, okay? Well, it's unfortunate, but you shouldn't worry. Let's see what Cambridge is planning to replace the ICELT, because whenever a Cambridge course or certificate ends, another is in store. Cambridge always plans another certificate or course that will fill the shoes of the previous one. Moreover, I plan to keep on sharing whatever I learned from the ICELT, because it provided relevant teaching techniques. So I'll try to pass them on to you. I hope that this was useful and informative. Even though you won't be taking the ICELT, you might now understand why I mention it every now and then. Well, if you want more content like this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So every time there is a new video, YouTube will tell you. Don't forget to like and share this video with the others, so that I know that this content is relevant for you and that it can reach more and more people. Alright? That's it for today. Thanks for watching me, and see you next time. Remember that knowledge is never enough. Bye bye. Deliver assignments. Well, there's one thing I'm sad to say, but now I have 2 discontinued certificates. the ICELT and the CELTA Young Learners Extension. I did them both, which is great, but sad story, right? Hashtag sad story. Bye-bye.